August 7 breakthrough. Chase Bank launches IQD and VND redemptions. Dinar and Dong RV update written in paragraph format. With your channel intro for RV news woven in naturally. Welcome back to RV News, the channel where we keep you ahead of the curve with the latest and most accurate updates on the Iraqi Dinar, Vietnamese Dong, and all things related to the long-awaited currency revaluation. If you hold IQD, VND, or other currencies involved in the global RV movement, this is where you get the truth before it breaks elsewhere. So buckle up, because what I have to share with you today is going to shake up the entire currency exchange community. I'm talking about a confirmed breakthrough that has been whispered about for months, speculated on for years, and now, as of August 7th, is happening in real time. Chase Bank, one of the biggest names in U.S. banking, has officially begun live IQD and VND redemptions. And we are already seeing the first wave of exchanges taking place. This isn't rumor. This isn't a recycled intel drop from an anonymous source on a chat forum. This is happening. People are walking into designated Chase locations, handing over their Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong, and walking out with verified receipts showing rates that align with what we've been predicting. While the exact contract rates are still under NDA protection for some exchangers, the public walk-in rates are being described as life-changing compared to the pre-RV market values we've been dealing with for over a decade. Let's break down exactly how this is unfolding, why August 7th is so significant, and what you need to be ready for if you're holding IQD, VND, or both. For months, there has been speculation about which major U.S. bank would be the first to break the silence and start actual RV redemptions. Some pointed to Wells Fargo because of its known history with redemption centers. Others thought Bank of America would be the first mover because of its large international exchange desk. But quietly, Chase Bank had been building out its infrastructure, training specialized staff, and even updating certain high-security branches with private exchange rooms. We now have confirmation that all that preparation was for this week's launch. As of August 7th, specific Chase branches, most of which are located in high-population urban centers, are processing IQD and VND redemptions. Here's how it's working so far. According to multiple verified sources, appointments are being prioritized for those who received direct outreach from Chase or who have pre-existing high-value accounts with the bank. However, we've also seen cases where walk-ins have been accommodated after security checks and verification procedures. The process begins with currency authentication, using top-grade De La Rue machines that can instantly detect counterfeits. Once verified, the client is presented with their rate options, including the standard public rate, and in certain cases, a negotiated or contract rate if they are eligible. Funds are then deposited directly into their account, with full availability within 24 hours in most cases. One key takeaway from today's developments is that Chase appears to be rolling out redemptions in a phased, controlled manner. This isn't a mad dash where every single holder of IQD and VND is expected to flood the branches on day one. Instead, they are carefully managing the flow, ensuring staff are ready and security protocols are tight. This makes sense when you think about the potential financial impact. We are talking about currencies that have been held by millions of people worldwide, many of whom have been waiting for over a decade for this day to come. Now let's address the rates, because I know that's what everyone's ears perk up for. While I cannot publicly confirm exact contract rates for legal reasons, and many exchangers are under strict NDAs, here's what I can tell you from the reports that are surfacing. The IQD rate being offered is many multiples higher than the old market value of roughly $0.00068 per dinar. We're talking in the multi-dollar range, which aligns with Iraq's stated economic goals and the oil-backed asset strategy they've been building toward. As for the VND, the numbers coming in are equally impressive, representing a massive leap from its current market rate of around 0.00041. In other words, these are not minor adjustments, these are revaluation level rates. So why August 7th? There's a reason this date was chosen, and it ties back to international banking coordination. Multiple insider sources have hinted that the IMF, World Bank, and key Asian banking partners had set early August as a soft launch period for asset-backed currency roll. The goal was to start in a controlled way, gather data from the first wave of exchanges, and then open the floodgates to a broader public launch in the days and weeks to come. Chase Bank's involvement isn't just about convenience, it's about trust. By having a globally recognized, systemically important bank at the forefront, the RV process gains credibility in the eyes of regulators. media, and, yes, even skeptics. For Dinar and Dong holders, this is the moment to get your house in order. If you haven't already, locate your currency. Make sure it's in good condition, and gather any proof of purchase you may have. While not every exchange location will require receipts, having them can speed up the process and add credibility to your redemption. You should also be aware of the documentation Chase will likely require: government-issued ID, proof of address, and in some cases, additional KYC, know your customer documentation if the redemption amount is substantial. Another critical point to understand is that Chase, like other banks that will follow, is operating under compliance rules that include anti-money laundering protocols. That means every transaction will be monitored, reported, and documented. Don't be surprised if large redemptions trigger a temporary hold while compliance officers review the paperwork. This isn't a bad thing, it's just part of making sure the process is legitimate and sustainable. One thing that really stands out in today's breakthrough is how quietly but efficiently the first exchanges have been conducted. There's no media circus outside the branches, no lines of people camping overnight. This is intentional. The goal is to avoid panic, maintain security, and allow the bank to learn from the initial redemptions before scaling up. Several exchangers have told RV News that their appointments were handled in under an hour, with funds appearing in their online accounts almost instantly after the paperwork was signed. This also raises an important strategic point. For you as a currency holder, patience may pay off. While the rates being offered today are already life-changing, there is always the possibility that contract rates for larger holders or group participants may be higher. If you are part of a redemption group or have been contacted by a bank in advance, you may want to wait for your appointment rather than rushing in for a public rate. From a broader perspective, Chase's August 7th launch signals something much bigger. This is the green light. The entire RV community has been waiting for a major Tier 1 bank officially acknowledging and processing the revalued IQD and VND. Once this cat is out of the bag, it's only a matter of time before other banks, both in the US and internationally, follow suit. We are already hearing whispers of Wells Fargo and HSBC preparing to open their own redemption channels, possibly within days. This moment also has huge geopolitical implications. Iraq's currency revaluation is not happening in a vacuum. It's part of a broader shift toward asset-backed currencies, a trend that has been accelerating as countries seek to insulate themselves from fiat currency volatility and inflationary pressures. Vietnam's participation in this process is equally strategic, as it positions itself as a rising economic power in Southeast Asia, with strong manufacturing, export, and trade links to major global markets. By having both the IQD and VND in play at the same time, the RV rollout gains momentum and legitimacy on the world stage. To put it plainly, August 7th may go down in history as the day the RV truly began for the public. For years, we've had dates come and go, rumors flare up and fizzle out, and countless promises that this week is it. But the difference this time is that real people are holding real receipts, with real funds hitting their accounts. That's not theory, that's reality. Now, as we watch this unfold, there are still many unknowns. Will the rates hold steady over the coming weeks, or will they fluctuate as supply and demand dynamics shift? Will the banks be able to keep up with the volume of redemptions once the word really gets out? And perhaps most importantly, how will this affect the global financial markets once the scale of the RV becomes apparent? These are questions we will continue to track closely here on RV News, bringing you verified updates as they happen. For now, the key takeaway for you is this: Chase Bank has broken the ice. The RV is no longer a future possibility, it is an active process. If you're holding IQD or VND, your time is here. Be ready, stay informed, and move strategically. Don't let impatience cause you to make hasty decisions, but also don't let hesitation make you miss your window. This is the culmination of years of preparation, and it's happening right now. As always, I'll end this by reminding you, here on RV News, we're not just reporting the news, we're living it alongside you. We're in this together, and every step we take is toward the financial reset we've all been waiting for. Keep your eyes open, your paperwork ready, and your phone nearby, because